ahead. Okay, you cut, you cut, you cut, you click, you click, you click, you click, you click, like that, like that, like that, like that. You're clicking, you're clicking, you're clicking, go your way. So you're clicking, you're dragging. Do you understand? Go like that, go like that. Okay, let's trim this area. You come to this place, double click, Control X, Control X, Control X. Let's cut this area. Okay, you click, 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 click, you click, you click. And meanwhile, while cutting, you need to be fast. Control X. You go like that, like that, like that, like that. And in case probably you are trying to cut and you mistakenly move your cursor here, you see the mistake I did. You press backspace to clear it. Do you understand? So it will be corrected. You come back and you start cutting. Control X.
Now, for the benefit of those who are just joining, what he is currently doing is he's trying to remove the background of the image. This was a picture snapped with a different background, and he has just imported it into a software called Adobe Photoshop. Now, what he's trying to do is to change the background by cutting. So he's selecting the background that he wants to remove, so that you can place it on another background entirely. So do you understand? So as he's proceeding, if there's any parts you cannot understand, please put up your hand so that you can address it before you move to the next stage.
Yeah. So, and whenever you are cutting, you make sure you cut perfectly so that your client or whoever needs the picture will not reject it. Do you understand? So you come this way, you come this way. All over and double click. Control X is for cut.
Control X is to cut.
Yeah. Okay. That's all. We are done cutting. Let me zoom down. This is the picture. We have finally removed the background that we don't need. Then you now look at it that what kind of background do you want to use? Is it a white background? Is it a red background? Or do you want to bring an American building to place at the back for people to see that, okay, probably this person took the picture in America? Whichever thing you want to do, you manipulate. Okay, let's assume we want to put a building or another image behind. You search for your picture. I have quite a lot of pictures here, a lot of background. Because of our time, let's just take one. Okay, or this. I said you drag and automatically appears here. This is the background I want to use. And as soon as you have your background imported here, the first thing you do is to unlock your background. By default, the background is locked and you unlock it. How do you unlock it? You double click and press OK. Now you want to move this background to the picture or to the layout that we have created. This is the first layer, which we have our picture. Then you come to your selection tool, click on your selection tools. The selection tools has selected the picture, so you can move the picture anywhere. What next will you do? You move it to the layer that we created, the 5x7 layer that we created. Do you understand that we first created? You move the picture to the layer and drop. It appears. That's all. The background that we imported, you move the background as well. And drop. So how do you place, you see the background on the chest of the picture, on the picture. So how do you place the background behind while the picture will be at the front? How do you do that? You come to your layers. Here is the picture. Can you see the picture? Here is the background I want to put. And here is the 5x7 background or template that we created. How do you do it? The background should be behind, while the picture should be at the front, right? You click on the background, here's the background, and drag behind. It automatically shows at the back. Do you understand? Let me move the picture. Here's the background. Here's the background. You click. Then, what do you do to enlarge the background? You just come to this edge, and you drag. But to be on a safer side, so that the picture or the background that you want to enlarge will not enlarge simultaneously. Because if you're just dragging, you may probably not have an equal size of the background. What you do is to press Shift key and drag. Shift key and drag. So it will drag simultaneously. There won't be any error in the drag on the dragging. So you have it, and you press select this to mark. You are done with it. Do you understand? Here is the picture. You can come to this side, minimize the picture by pressing undo. Minimize the picture by pressing Shift key and you drag. So have your full picture. We are done. As simple as that. We are done changing the background. If you want to use a blue background, you want to use a black background, any white background, any kind of background you want to use, the same thing is applicable. Just apply it. As simple as that. And if you want to remove his head and put another person's head, that's how you just cut this and put. Just, you learn how to walk around your Photoshop and that's all. Do you understand? It's like a magic, right? It's like a magic, right? I'm not performing any magic, but if you have your software and you are trying to walk around with these basics, you can have your way. Do you understand? So software is just like you trying to, scrutinize, trying to, every day you try to do new things, you try to do new things. You can even know it more than your trainer. It's possible. It's possible. So what else should we do? There is this magic that a photographer used to do. You remove pimples.
I was going there. I wanted to know I can remove my own pimples.
You can remove your pimples and clean your face and all that. All those stuff.
How I fit fine.
Yeah, you can. You can make yourself handsome. It's very simple. It's quite unfortunate that this man has no pimples, but we'll try to know how. I have located a pimple here. Here we have something here. Okay, what do? You come to this tool. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 7th tool. And you left click. Do you understand? You left click, come to this patch tool. Do you understand? Select it. come to the affected area, you click, you see, I'm trying to make a circle around the affected or the area we want to treat, and that's all. Circle has been made. Then you now click on it and drag to a plain skin. Do you understand? You click on it, drag. You click on it, drag. It's not working. Oh, sorry. One thing you should understand is whatever you are doing on Photoshop, you work with your layers. Do you understand? We worked on the background. We are done working on the background. The next thing we want to work on is the image. You come to the image and click and make the image visible so that whatever we are doing on the software will appear on the image. Do you understand? Do you understand? You click the image. Then, as I was saying, you click, you make a circle round the affected area and drag to a plain side. Did you notice anything? Fade off, right? How about people behind? Did you notice anything? No. Wow. Because of our screen. Undo. Undo is Control Z, Control Z. So we have our pimples here. Here is the pimples that we want to remove. And you have you have selected the patch tool. You make a circle round the pimple. Can you see what I'm doing? Let me make it bigger. And then click on it, drag to a plain skin. Did you see it? Did you see it? Or will you move closer so that you can see the screen? Did you notice anything? You're not answering. Please respond. Did you notice anything? That is how you do it. If we still have another pimples, okay, let's come to this.
Sorry, it doesn't always have to be pimples.
Okay.
Okay, look at the man's forehead.
Okay. Yeah, we have something like a pothole there.
Let us repeat that step.
Okay.
Using the dimple on the forehead.
Okay.
Like I want to clean that place and make it smooth.
Okay.
So what I understand by what you just did is that the tool we will use is called patch tool.
Patch tool, yeah.
We want to patch that place.
Exactly.
Okay.
You patch, you conceal it.
Select the patch tool.
Okay.
Right?
You select the patch tool and you use it to make a circle round the affected area, and you down move it to a clearer skin.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay, let's repeat that with this.
Okay.
Where?
Okay, we want to pad this pothole. We want to conceal it. How do we do that?
Road palliative in order.
All right, you make a circle round it, exactly what we do the other time, and move to a clearer skin. If you notice something is moving, like Gaskia, this is it, Control D. Don't you clap for me? I just did the magic. And
no,
that's all.
It's Adobe Photoshop that did it.
All right, that's how you do it. You move any affected area to a plain area, blah, 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 blah. That's all what you need to do, control. And that's all. That's all. Okay, let me pause here for now. Any question before I move ahead? Any question? Okay. Okay. Can we entertain question now before I proceed?
Thank you so much for all that. But for we that we brought our system, I like maybe as you just work something out. We need
the software.
Yes.
Yeah, the software I brought is corrupted. We are trying to download another software now, so you have it, and that's all. Even after this class, I will give you my number. You chat me, whatever difficulty you are facing. Just chat me. I'll tell you.
Thanks.
And something very important, I wouldn't want to forget. You may probably have a dark picture and you want to make it brighter. Probably you snap a picture in a dark environment and you want to make it brighter. This is what you do. You highlight the image. After highlighting the image, click on Selection Tool, highlight the image, press Ctrl M. Ctrl M, it brings this. And what will you do? You come to this place, drag. Just observe the picture, drag. You see? It becomes brighter. Sure you understand? So you can reduce it. If it's too bright, our photo cinematographer was telling us something yesterday that is overexposed. If you drag it too much, it will be overexposed. And you can as well control it to normalize the picture. If it's too overexposed, you can reduce it. Like you want to darken it, it's too overexposed, and by just make it more brighter, and that's all. Okay, it's okay like this. You press OK. Probably you notice that the color is not too much, and you want to just put some color. I'm kind of caramel in color, right? My color is caramel, and you want to make me fine like this beautiful sister. Like you want to add some colors to the picture. You press Ctrl B, and come to this place. You can put whichever figure you want to put. Let's add 30. Did you notice anything? Did you notice anything? The lady behind, you can't notice anything. Of course, the picture, when I added color, brings more color to the face. Undo. Let me undo it. Did you see anything? Redo. This was the color I added. This was the default color that we had. Like the picture is kind of dull, and we're adding color now. Undo. So I just wanted to see the effect that I did. Do you understand? That is what you do. What else should I tell you? What else should I tell you? Yeah.
Okay, so to personalize my work, like so that somebody else does not steal and claim ownership of my work. So what do I do?
You can put watermark.
How?
There's this thing we used to call watermark. Like you can put your name, your brand. Okay, let me try to do something. Text. You come to T. Here. This is what we call watermark. Behind the picture, we have a background, and that background belongs to an organization. If you look at the background, okay, I want to undo this picture, this image, so that I will not see it again. You come to blind. You see an eye here. You can blind it. The picture goes. You see? You can blind it. You can blind the background removes. Do you understand? Okay, I want to show you something behind. Let me blind the image. You see, this is what we call watermark. This image belongs to Shutterstock. Okay, let's manage to use it because we want to do something, and you want to add your own. Let me undo the I. You want to put your name. You come to T. T stands for text. Click on it, and you click here. Do you understand? You click here. What's your name, brother? Wale. Okay, Wale. Wale concept. Here we have Wale concept here. You can drag to put it wherever you feel like putting it. And I said something earlier that whatever you are doing on a Photoshop, you need to work with your layer. Okay, behind here, the concept, we can't see the concept very well because of the image. What do? The same thing we did earlier. You come to this side. This is Wale concept. and you put it at the front, or you drag this image behind. The concept shows. Do you understand? We have Wale concept here. And that's how it goes. You can put it, you can click, drag to the top. Sorry. You can click on the concept, drag to the top. Anywhere you want to put the image, the text, and that's all. So whoever sees the picture knows the picture belongs to Wale's concept, and that's all. Any other question before we proceed?
Okay, when you're doing the color effect, when you press Ctrl P, does that mean the effect is showing on the face alone?
No, everything. But there is a way you select the face alone and put the effect, the color. But because of our time, we will not go into that. So I just want to give you the basics so that you can know how to change background, remove pimples and all that. The one you're talking about is just an added, which you can chat me after the class or can explain after the class. You want to ask questions?
So, with regards to the step-by-step process, because though we came in not too early for preparations reasons, now, hello sir, for the sake
I can
of
hear
the
you.
younger generation,
Okay.
I don't know if you have it documented, the step-by-step process. If it's not available, I would not mind doing that for you, so that the younger generation could have the step-by-step process of the instruction. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Of course.
Absolutely. Part of the things we said we would do is to also send. This is the reason we are also asking for email up at registration, so that we can also send the slides of step by step and everything to emails of all participants alongside the certificate of participation. Yes, that will be at the end of the program. But because now we actually need the practical, that's why we said to do practical, and then we'll still send the manual or the step by step, which we would also like to have your own, so that we can manage it together. It makes it comprehensive, which we would appreciate it. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
More questions, please, before we proceed. More questions? More questions? So if I give you a picture to edit now, you can perfectly edit it with the manual.
I think basically that once you have an idea of what it is, what tool to use, how to drag, how to use, once it's step by step, it becomes easier. If you read it step by step alone without somebody walking you through the process, it will also be another confusion. So it works to complement each other. So I think we can have and another thing is nobody will teach you everything at one sitting or at one program.
Yeah.
But the moment you start fiddling with the tools by yourself, once you have the basic knowledge, the moment you open it and start fiddling with it by yourself, you get the remaining by yourself. You just figure, okay, this is this tool, okay, that is that tool. And then other things they did not even teach you, you will know. It's just like when I taught my own brother how to edit video. I just taught him how to cut this video, join it with another one, put sound, put this, and export. But today, if Dr. edits for you, even sometimes I just wonder, we should have been teach this one. What I don't even know about it, they have gone far. So it's just about practicing with it, with all the tools in it. What the person did not even teach you, you'll find it out by yourself. So all it does is just the basic, the foundational training. They just give you the basic ideas, and you run with it by practicing with the software by yourself. All right. So any other thing? Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Go ahead.
Please, my question is...
Hey, take care.
And you
have to go very fast to ask a question.
Please, my question is, if you want to change the background, let's say to, like, all these, like, WhatsApp videos are like 3 seconds that have moving
Okay, GIF.
GIF, okay,
Yes.
GIF, like animation, kind of, yeah.
Let's say you want to use that kind of background now for an image. Is it the same process?
It's a little bit
Or
different. Little bit different. That is an advanced learner. So we'll get into that. Yeah.
Let me quickly say it's an advanced course to do animation. This is still, animation is different.
Yeah.
The moment motion is involved, it's no longer still. So the software to use for different things are different.
Though you can even use
You
Photoshop.
can, yeah, I understand you can
manipulate.
also use Photoshop. But I'm saying the tools you need for different things are different. For instance, there are also, apart from Photoshop, the reason we are using Photoshop and Premiere Pro as the training software for this course here is that they are the professionally recognized software in the industry. Otherwise, these days, there are so many online things. Even if you want to create your logo, just put the name, put the name, mention the idea you want. Should it be office life? Should it be street life? Just describe what you want and click OK. It will load, and auto-generate different types of logos for you. Choose one. The same way, there are also online resources now. You just log into them and say you want motion graphics. Just type the idea of what you want there. It will generate the motion for you. There are many of them, but if you want to learn it by yourself, it's just the same way. Even website creation. If you go to Blogspot or WordPress, you can create a blog under 5 minutes and you're good to go. They will give you templates. You just walk around it, install this widget on the left, put this one on the right, without knowing HTML. Just the basic idea. But if you want to really learn the basics by yourself, how to build it from the scratch, the basic ideas are very important. That's why we are doing this one. So like I said at the opening yesterday, what we are teaching you is not guaranteed that you become a professional instantly. But it's to give you the basics so that wherever you meet it later, you can always improve on it by yourself. I'll explain now. Oh, you have a contribution, sir?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
One other thing I would love to inculcate, if would abide, is that, you see, at EduCastle, we developed something, a continuation pattern, because we've had observations over the last couple of years. People attend trainings like this. You take the emails, why not you send those details. But if there's a need, we bring it on a platform, maybe a WhatsApp platform. Because the essence of learning is to relearn and relearn, so that we don't lose them. Because we create a database like that, so that whoever we partner, I think it's like them partnering with us to learn something. Now, if the people here, everyone present here today, can get the grip of all we are teaching them, they can continue in the same thing. Whenever they have issues, just like you said, you would give out your numbers. Preferably, let's all have every one of us on a WhatsApp platform.
Yeah, okay.
We could have sessions of, it could be audio, it could be video, whatever, so that we are all, there's a trail, there's a chain.
All right.
There's a chain, and we all continue from here.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
But I want you to understand something, that my own happiness, I'm not talking to you, General Talk. My own happiness is for you to understand it and know what I have taught you. Do you understand? And I will give you my number. Call me anytime, chat me anytime. I'm always online. I can bet you I will respond. And I will respond fine. So whatever difficult you are facing on trying to edit your pictures, just chat me. I will respond. When I was learning video editing, Photoshop, I got no system. For the first month, I did not understand what they were saying. So as if they were saying different language. And it was English. But because I have the desire that I want to understand, I want to know it. And I knew it. As simple as that. Even better than those who have this system. Laptop, good laptop. So it's just determination. So if you want to know it, it's just determination. Don't look at what I've been saying that I don't even understand. But just determine. It's software. You can manipulate with your software. It's as simple as that. Just have the intention that
but
you want to.
Sorry, to quickly give an idea, you said we can achieve that motion background here.
Yeah.
On Photoshop. What tool, at least, if we can have the idea, what tool do we use for that and how? Is it something that takes time?
It takes time.
But
I shouldn't lie.
Can we at least know what tool?
I think it's still the same tool.
Is it possible that you import?
No, you are not importing anything.
Animated thing and use it as
you are not importing anything, but what you do is just to create more layers. Please chat me on that. Chat me on that. It's not what we can achieve within a blink of an eye.
Okay, the still background is one layer.
Yeah.
If I want it to,
you create more background for the back. You create more layers for the background.
Okay.
Create more text for. It depends on the animation you want to do.
Okay.
Because we still have some other things to do, we need to proceed. In the absence of no question, permission to quit Photoshop.
But the last question I will have before you quit is, how do we now export this image? Because
brilliant.
If I want to, will I just leave it on Premiere Pro and
brilliant. Brilliant. Thanks for the question. After everything has been done, the picture, the image, everything, and your watermark has been added, this is what you do. Just like the regular pattern of saving, you come to File, Save As. If you want to save on your desktop is highlighted, and you just come to this place. Very important. Come to this place, select your format, JPEG. JPEG. Every other picture you see outside is always saved on JPEG. Click on JPEG, then you put your name, Wale, and you save. On depth, quality, 12, and okay. That's all. So if I minimize it on your desktop, if I minimize it, you see it here on your desktop. This is it, Wale. Preview.
So will it automatically save on desktop? Or
no, I said it that you will select.
Okay, I will choose the
folder. Choose wherever you want it to save. You choose the folder, and that's all.
So I think basically.
And please, if you want to save, please note the directory you are saving on. Please, so that at the end of the day, you not start searching for it. So on a saver side, you save on desktop. So later you move, and that's all. Any question? The Photoshop students, any question? Thank you.
Now, I think a better way to appreciate this is if we look at the original image we just edited together now.
Okay.
Versus the one we just created.
The old image?
We'll be able to see, okay, we just transformed from here to here using this software. One. Two is, I'm sorry, sometimes I think like an Igbo man. You know our Igbo brothers now. He's like, okay, I don't know this thing now, wait till I can take and do. So you want to start thinking, okay, if I know how to do this thing, what does it add to me? What are the I can use it to do something beneficial? You want to start thinking like that. Okay, people conventionally will cover events. Alright? They will treat the picture and use it to make money.
Yes.
I know somebody, okay, that person just left that place. This person cannot claim that I just emceed, I just emceed the wedding of Dangote's son. Look at the setting, this is charity. And it's not true. Anyways, God will save all of you. Now, there are several ways. One thing, when you wanted to save the picture, the output, the final image, there were different formats, right?
Yes, sir.
Different formats. There was JPEG, there was PNG.
Yeah.
There was also the .pts, that's
GIF.
Photoshop.
Yeah.
Now
yeah.
for the advanced, there are those of us who do video, whatever. Do you know you can use Photoshop to create, if you watch TV very well, watch the news. you will just see the name of the presenter come in animated form on top of. Do you know that they also use Photoshop to create those animated, we call them lower third, the name appearing on the screen. But when they create it in Photoshop and they're exporting it, they don't export in JPEG, they don't export in PNG, they export in .pts or Photoshop, whatever. So that when they are bringing the output into the new application which they are using to do their video live streaming, that their software, it recognizes the PTS as, you know, a material that does not have background. It will not have background when they bring it in. If you only type Word concept and export it as JPEG, by the time you want to overlay it on another picture, it will come with background and it will be covering the face of the presenter. But the reason there are different extensions, .psd or .jpg, or depends on what you want to use the final output for. I hope it's clear. So you may not know it now, but if you have the idea that there are different reasons why there are different extensions in the output.
Increase the screen.
When you get to the point you want to use the output, you will understand, okay, that is why this extension is there. So if you just want to use it as final output the way it is, as a photo, as an image, you export as JPEG. But if you want to use it for other purposes, you must know the extension of the output you need. That is why that's like that. This is Premiere Pro.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we will do this one together. That is my own thing. So I edit videos. I just look out and join. Anyways, the video you are laughing. The video of the opening we had here yesterday. How many of you have seen it? Oh, you've seen it already. I'm not talking about the live stream. Okay.
The highlights. The highlights.
That one was just like how many minutes? Maybe just 3 minutes or 5 minutes. Okay, we used Premiere Pro to cut and join. But how did we do it? It's about to teach you. Now we have moved away from photo. We are now on video. Now the software this time is different.
Yes. But
you can see the inside
the same brand
is already different. Yeah.
Okay, welcome back. This is Adobe Premiere Pro software to edit video. The previous one was Adobe Photoshop to edit still picture, but why this one is motion. So Adobe Premiere Pro has lots of software. We have Adobe Illustrator, Adobe InDesign, goes like that, like that, like that, like that. If you can take your time, you can know everything. You can know everything. But let's